On a preliminary call that I had recently with a coaching client I was about to start working with, I asked him what he did for a job, what he did for work. And his response made me laugh out loud when he said, mostly emails and meetings. It turned out that he actually ran a large team at a large global company. But it also turned out that he wasn't far from telling the truth, because when I worked with him, that was what he was spending the majority of his time doing: emails and meetings. And not just any old emails, but just living in his email inbox, scanning up and down, trying to find something to do. So I helped him, as GTD helps many, many people, to get on top of his email management. There's the first model most people engage with GTD, and we normally start teaching people, both in our seminar series or one-to-one coaching. We teach people the 5 steps of mastering workflow: capture, clarify, organize, reflect, engage. And if you apply this to email, then it's probably one of the best email management systems out there. It gives you a side effect, if you will, of email zero, or getting your email inbox to empty, every 24 to 48 hours if you follow David Allen's best practices. But it is just a side effect. It's a side effect because you have considered everything that's arrived in your world via email, in this case, decided what is not actionable, what should be deleted or referenced or possibly put into an incubate system, decided what you do need to do about all the things that arrived with email. So maybe put those onto next action lists, or delegated it to other people to do, or indeed a lot of email you can just do in a couple of minutes, because there's simple emails that come in that someone's saying, can we move the meeting next week from Tuesday to Wednesday? You just have to reply yes, and then delete or archive the email. If you do that with all of your emails in order, every day, a few times a day, then your email inbox gets to empty, because you've moved the things appropriately into the right categories. But that's only the beginning. You need to do more than that, because then what you have, this excellent getting things done system, this external brain, where you've put all the the results of the thinking about the stuff that's arrived by email, along with the results of thinking of the stuff that's arrived maybe in meeting notes, or from ideas that you've had yourself about things with your career, discussions you've had with colleagues, along with stuff that's arrived on Teams or on Slack, and you put it all together into your GTD system, so that then you can reflect on the whole combination of everything you could possibly be doing at the moment, and engage meaningfully with your world by making a trusted choice of saying, I'm going to do that now, and then I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do that. Not just living in your email inbox, dealing with stuff seems like the latest and loudest things that people have dropped into your email inbox, sort of living by their agenda. You start to have some autonomy. You get to choose what you do, giving you much more self-esteem, much more control, much more direction. And if you start living in this life very quickly, you can start to then engage more readily with the horizons of focus model, which is the second model, which is sort of gives us perspective in the GTD world. And what I mean by that is, once you get control, once you feel like, I'm not worrying about something blowing up in my email inbox, or I'm not worried about, I've got an agenda to go to that meeting, I've planned my week, I don't have any clashes in my diary. Naturally then we start to sort of move up the horizons of focus model to start considering, what else do I want to achieve this week? What projects should I be prioritizing over each other? How should I be working with my team? Which project meeting should I be having? That then elevates us, once we get control at that level, up to our areas of focus, and we start to think, well, actually, am I paying too much attention on client work, or should I be paying more attention on delivery, or should I be paying more attention on finance, and get that under control? And again, there's a natural sort of progression we find with people who then start to think, well, okay, well, what does it look like 1 to 2 years out? What does it look like 2 to 5 years out? And eventually, the purpose and principle level, why am I doing all this in the first place? Both at work with my team and at home personally with my family and friends. Why am I on earth? That all comes into it. Now, we start everyone down at the ground level, down at the nitty-gritty level, including their email management, because it's really hard to consider why am I on earth, or what do I want to achieve in the next 2 years, if my email inbox is out of control. But email control is a starting point to then get all the other benefits that GTD give you all the way up to why are you on earth.